Today I wanted to do a video about sympathy for Wendy Adelson. These are reasons that I believe that Wendy is still a person of interest, but not been charged for involvement in the murder of Dan Markel. And these are reasons that maybe the state or the Tallahassee Police Department have not pressed charges against her, and why her testimony on the stand could kind of buy her some time and some sympathy with the state and possibly with jurors in the future. So let me start with a few instances where Wendy has shown throughout the Dan Markel murder that she has felt sick to her stomach. She has felt sick over Dan's death and a loss of appetite. So on June 4th of 2014, her then boyfriend, Jeffrey Lacoste, says that Wendy was feeling sick, and this was a couple of days before the first attempt on the hit. So whether she was in the know or not, maybe it was women's intuition, she was feeling sick at that time. Also, on the day of Dan's murder, July 18th of 2014, during her interrogation, she mentions a loss of appetite. Then we jump forward to August 14th at a supposed celebration dinner with her brother, Charlie Adelson. She actually said that she threw up. Whether this was guilt or whether this was grief or nausea, any of these things, I don't want to speculate. This could elicit some sympathy for her, showing some remorse and garnering some sympathy from either the state or a possible jury in the future. One thing we can also look at to garner sympathy is the fact that she is a single mother now. Her 2 children are in her custody, and she says at times that she lived with her parents and she's unable to work. Of course, with the legal bills, it's probably tightening up the finances of this very wealthy family. She is trying to garner some sympathy. Whether that's successful, I'm not sure. So also, she mentions on the stand and in her interrogation video her brother's bad joke, and that he tended to repeat himself. So that means that he could have told many people this bad joke, and maybe this bad joke spiraled out into a murder. This wasn't her joke, this was her brother's joke, and she's possibly trying to create some distance between herself and this unfortunate bad joke that became a reality. And maybe someone misunderstood this bad joke, maybe implying Catherine or Sigfredo might have heard this joke and took matters into their own hands. We don't know. Another thing that could get Wendy some sympathy is talking about her bad marriage. She never denies that her and Dan had a tough marriage and she had a rough divorce. I believe she used the words, "it wasn't pleasant." Anyone who's been married or has gone through divorce could probably relate to this at times. So getting her some common ground with people who are prosecuting the case, possibly, or a possible jury in the future. We'll have to wait and see. Wendy is also college educated, but not only a college grad, she graduated from Miami University School of Law. She went to Brandeis University and the University of Cambridge. So she's very well spoken. She's very eloquent and very knowledgeable about the law. So not only does this give her credibility, but people might believe that she's too smart to get involved in a crime. I don't know if that would garner her some sympathy, but it would get her some credibility. And maybe people might feel sorry for her that she cannot work in the law anymore because of this trial, and it's ruined her reputation. So that's something to think about. We can refer back to all of Wendy's alibis. She obviously wasn't at the scene of the crime. We don't know if she was part of scheming the crime, but you can refer back to my video about Wendy's alibis on the day of the murder, and this could force a jury or the state to look at these alibis and kind of take their eyes off of Wendy, and possibly her cooperation with the police could also give her some sympathy that she has been the most cooperative with police probably of anyone in her family. Whether that's a tactic or whether she is telling the truth or not, time will tell. Thank you guys for listening and watching my videos. Hope to come out with some more. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing. Have a great day.